Hello there, and welcome back to Castilian Mexico. Last time we started, colonization attempts for... Oh, wow! My apologies. Last time we started colonization attempts on our own, and currently it's going rather well. I also freaked out when I thought this was England. It luckily wasn't. And also, just to make things a little bit more interesting, the Castilians have actually decided that they want to start colonizing the Caribbean, which to some extent is actually fine when we think about it. But for now, we'll keep on colonizing ourselves. We'll probably try and run 3 and 4 colonies most of the time. We do have the money saved up to actually make this work. But I'm kind of tempted also to go ahead here and exchange the army here. That is the 13-man or the 13 regiment mercenary army with a regular army, simply due to the fact that we can afford it. So we'll go for that for now, 822, and we'll simply upgrade it as time goes by. That should actually also give us enough troops to potentially fight Castile down the line. They have lost their alliance with Portugal, which of course is great. And also, we'll just continue as things are. I guess we'll take land maintenance modifier rather than anything else. And as you can see, they're a perfect example of me not paying too much attention to the cardinal system. I still wish for a automated system that would actually allow me to do things without, having to manually press the button 10 times. So, as I said, what I will be focusing on is simply making colonization work here. I think I'll try and move the coloniser. No, we'll just allow time to go as it is right now. So yeah, I'll be focusing on colonizing, and we'll be trying to make as much as possible here. Apparently there are some pirate ships here that needs to be dealt with. So I might have to build another navy on the other side simply to be able to handle it. So, that's the plan. See how things work out. We finally completed our mission here, achieved religious unity, gained 10 prestige, gained 25 admin power, 25 diplomatic power, all very good. So, I can found an East American colony here, and that would actually give me something, some pretty sweet, global stellar chance increase is of course very good. All of this is good, so we'll definitely take that. Found an East American colony, 13 colonies. That will be region. That will be up here, I believe. So we need one of these. So basically, I guess we'll send someone here, send a ship too, and we'll just have one colony there for the time being. So I'll steal the guy who's currently down here, and Lucas Leva, I believe his name actually was. No, Bertrand de Leva. So yeah, I'm kind of skewed. But yeah, we'll get that colony done, and then I guess we'll send these guys up to 13 colonies to make that work. I'll try to not sacrifice too much cash right now, I guess is the right way to see things. We'll also go ahead and declare war on these guys. The goal will be, of course, to vassalize them. Might actually just go straight out for the annexation when I think about it. So, let's just get straight on it and declare war here. The Cherokee actually join in, so I'll vassalize them as well. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I guess we can take the overseas exploration here, which gives only a boost to colonial range, but we're getting closer to finishing the exploration ideas, which of course is good. Next one is pretty sweet. Land of Opportunity gives a global settlement increase by 33. Which means that my colonies will nearly double in speed. 2 after that is the other colonies, and then we also have the boost to naval force limits. So all in all, the exploration idea set is actually pretty damn powerful now. But I'll stop talking. I'll fight the war against the Choctaw and the Cherokees, and once it's done, I'll get back to you. So military tech 10 has been reached. The writer level 10, and maneuver value of my units have increased by 25%. I can now use Condota, Lance Connecting, Reform Galilee, and also covering Pedrero and the Svasarita. So, all in all, a pretty good update where my troops are basically getting, quite the boost. As you can see, we're also doing some exploration, more or less, here into the new lands that I will be using. We will probably just go ahead and vassalize the Cherokees, but I'll probably also, on that same note, go ahead and annex the one province minor down here. So that is fine. So, with that, we'll go ahead here. The Cherokees, super peace, we'll vassalize them. It will cost me 50 diplomatic power. That is fine. Also, people or the other natives will of course be kind of annoyed by that, but that is also fine. I can't actually get home because I do need that military access to actually get my troops back into the area they came from. So we'll march. I'll still be using these guys as more or less a exploration unit, I guess. And apparently I can't make them go into that province, but that's fine. So there we go. Things are over, and we'll go for that full annexation. It'll give me a little bit of overextension here, but that should be fine. I'm a little bit unsure how much this will actually cost to core 49. So it's kind of expensive, but now I can at the very least also go ahead here and fabricate a claim on their province here, and then vassalize them as well. Then we'll improve relations with the Cherokee, and we'll vassalize these two both at the same time. So I'll use the army up here for a little while longer to just explore. Evangelists, the fires of fate are strong and the people are inspired to spread it. Even now people are flocking to join our missionaries as they seek to spread the faith. Those who seek to convert cannot help but be impressed by the zeal our fate has inspired. Spread the word. A extra point of stability. Fairly good. So, as I said here, we'll probably just keep on exploring for a little while, just to some extent get a border region, so I will know when the English actually arrive, more or less. And also, Castilians have set up a extra colony here. Once again, it's not something that I'm against, because potentially then I can just vassalize whomever actually gets here, or I can just declare war on the Castilians and just snatch the provinces once they're almost complete colonies. That's also a potential thing I can do. Also on that note, how far is the longest colony come? It's almost done. So if I want to do that, I kind of have to declare war right now. So, do we want to go for a war here? Show superiority. Austria will not get their asses over here, that I can almost guarantee. So we might actually go for snatching the two colonies here. I think we'll actually just go ahead and do that now that while I'm at it. So, which colony is almost done? Or is there one that's almost done? Oh, yeah, I can snatch these guys. I think that should be fairly alright. I can't see any Castilian navies in the area either, so that should also be fine. We'll go for that trade war. Just snatch those two colonies. It will be quite expensive to simply have them for a little while. So I'll wait just a little while further until they actually get a little bit closer. 883. So yeah, I guess we will be as close as ever. I'll just place my navy in the area. This one will still do a little bit more exploring before I send it home, and we'll probably end up in a war with some more people down the line as well. So I wouldn't be concerned that it will the peace will last long. So war is on the cards then. We'll declare war here, show, or a trade dispute war. And I'm pretty sure the Castilians don't actually have a fleet that can come here and, well, cause trouble. Well, they actually can now. They have annexed their vassals, so that is probably why they also ended up colonizing. And I should definitely have paid attention to this, because I can now get screwed. So we'll seize that, and we'll seize the other. Let's see how many people are actually on this, and are they militant? They are to some extent militant. And we'll place these guys in there. As I said, this will make things very much expensive. So I guess we'll wait until this colony is done before we snatch the other ones. Because as you could see there, we are currently losing 40 ducats a month from simply snatching this colony here, which is fairly expensive on its own. So I'll show you if there ends up being any big battles. I am doubting I'm seriously doubting that it will be, but we'll see how it turns out. As you can see, St. Kitts actually became self-sustaining right now, which is good. The Creek Patriots in Pensacola has risen up again, and I definitely need an army there to keep them in check. I also upgraded my army now. I kind of forgot about that to select the new units, and lost 3,000 men over here. That is completely my fault. And I've kind of come up with a, to some extent, hilarious and potentially a very good idea here. I'll basically allow Castile to colonize for me by artificially throwing out this war. And what I am meaning by that is that by simply allowing the Castilians to some extent keep on not winning per se, but I'll just allow them to keep on colonizing and growing colonies for me, and right before they're actually done, I'll just go ahead and snatch them up. So I'll be waiting for this one to grow a little bit bigger, around 950 men. then we will just snatch it, and hopefully I can artificially then keep this going on for a while. Of course, I will be getting some war exhaustion, but I think we can afford to sacrifice some diplomacy points to keep that down. It should be fairly alright. We'll also most likely go ahead here and declare war on the Greeks. The only thing is that we'll go ahead, of course, and cancel military access. But other than that, we are basically now ready to, well, to some extent, start fighting these people. And also, of course, we'll improve the relations with the Cherokee, so that we can annex them pretty soon as well. Well, did these guys actually become a protectorate? Wow, that is my bad. I did not consider that. I'm still thinking in vassal terms, and as such, things suck. So, the next action, can I break that protectorate? How can I break a protectorate? Because apparently then that means that I have to core everything myself. So taking the nations down one by one will definitely be advantageous, and probably I should have allowed Castile to create some, or use Castile for the sole purpose of creating some more. How should I put this? I should have used colonial regions to my advantage here, create colonial Eastern America quite possibly, and release that one. Same with colonial Louisiana and also colonial Canada, and basically then fought against some bigger nations that would be my culture, my tech, my everything, so I can actually vassalize them and thus save some admin points. But unfortunately, that seems to not be the case now. I will actually have to core these things myself, and that'll of course be expensive, it will be annoying, but there aren't really that much else I can do to make it work. So what I will be doing now, I guess for the time being, is just continue creating colonies, keep an eye on the Castilian colonies, and try and snatch them up as often as I can. Also, I believe with the sieges that will be coming every now and again then, as long as it doesn't actually come any Castilian troops in the area, I should be perfectly fine. So, I will be saving my admin points, I guess, for the time being. Or should we? Yeah, we should. We'll be saving admin points, trying to get to admin tech 10, and then we'll decide what to do with which country we will form. But for now, I'll just keep myself in this war, snatch colonies as I can, and we'll just keep going. We'll probably get war on Greek as soon as this core is done, and then simply continue north. We'll probably also be aiming at breaking the protectorate. I have no idea how I would actually go ahead and do that, but I'll probably do it soon enough. We'll see how it turns out. So we've got an increase in the exploration ideas here, Land of Opportunity, which gives global settlement increase plus 33, basically 33 people extra a year, which is good. Provincial trade power modifier plus 25% means we'll be a little bit stronger. I managed to mess up here. I did not count that it would actually take 1 month. As you can see here, it for some reason it took 1 month to go into, or as you can see, if I'm going to St. Kitts, it takes, well, 12 days. But if I'm going on St. Martin, it takes 1.5 months to march onto, or march ashore on that province. I did not count on that, and as such, the Castilians were actually able to complete the province, or colony. So that sucks, but I'll keep it under siege for now, and we'll just wait for this one to get a little bit bigger, and then try to snatch that instead. Also, we got Chichamauca here completed, which means that I simply continue eastwards to connect up with Pensacola. And yes, I did forget about the 13 colonies, but we'll be sending probably the next colonizer date there once we are done with our current colonies. So, that's our plan. Let's see how it works out. Portuguese. Well, this kind of sucks. The Portuguese are also starting to colonize, so I might have to consider going home and actually fighting the Castilians. That is definitely a possibility here. But there's a problem with the fact that Austria is still also in this war. But I'm pretty sure that if I simply drag out this war and then, to some extent, piss off the Castilians, I might actually be able to sneak an army through their, well, borders and then start causing some trouble. We'll see how it turns out down the line. And apparently I can also invest in tech here, so we'll do that as well. Admin tech level 9, the site production efficiency has been increased by 10%. Oh, very good. Next level will give us modern theocracy, where I'll probably take a military idea, as well as that we'll be getting the chance to form a nation here. Once again, forming a nation is kind of a gamble, so I'll have to check the forums to see if that's a possibility or not, or basically if I want to or not, or if I'll lose my nation or the Iron Man status, which I believe is actually the problem. There's been a problem in 1.4 where you'll lose Iron Man status by changing the tag. In other words, let's say Venice to Italy, for example, or anything to Germany. So I have no idea if I survive that when I change to Castilla and Mexico. We'll figure that out. But we'll see what we'll do here. I might actually consider allowing Portugal and Castile to take the rest here, simply so I would create colonial nations that I can then fight. But we'll consider that and see what happens. This is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And I'll see you around next time. Bye.